welcome to my channel, Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a collective reading, so if it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. If this does resonate for you, leave a like, share, comment, or subscribe if you haven't already. I've already done a pre-shuffle, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck and we'll start. This is regarding the person most on your mind. So that could be somebody that you are currently with, somebody that you're interested or curious about, or someone that you are separated from and are seeking insight and clarity into that person. Alright, so starting off with your side, your current energy situation, your persons, your energy towards them, their energy towards you, your biggest challenges, obstacles at this time, and theirs, the current energy between the two of you, the mutual energy situation between you, your advice, probable outcome. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on the other deck. Just cut it and then I will be telling you the signs of the card, but pay more attention, like I said, to the energy of the card. Maybe I didn't say. Well, signs or genders of the card may not apply. So I'm going to clarify all these really quickly. Okay. Alright. I'm going to check this thing here real quick and make sure everything's good. Zoom out a little bit. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so we're going to start off with your current energy situation. You have the 5 and 2 of Wands. So whatever you're doing, there's a lot of energy here, a lot of, well, I won't say movement because you are in that 2 of Wands. There's a lot going on, or there's a lot underneath the surface. That 5 of Wands can talk about, excuse me, internal struggle, internal conflict. It could be external to you as well. It's almost like you're trying to shut yourself off from the noise and the distraction, maybe of others, maybe of, outside or external situations. It's like you've locked yourself up in this tower away from all of this. Tell me one more with the 5 and 2 of Wands, please, for Sagittarius' current energy situation. Tell me one more with the 5 and 2 of Wands for Sagittarius' current energy situation, please. Oh, good Lord. And the Knight of Cups and the Lovers. So some of you are trying to make a decision regarding a love connection that you already have or that you would like to make a move towards. I'm going to put those back. That's, yeah, Gemini and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy there. one card, please, for with the 5 and the 2 of Wands. I don't know why I didn't just keep those. Oh well. For Sagittarius' current energy situation. Alright, 3 shuffles. That's 1. That's 2. And 3. Alright, we had 2 come out there, one at a time. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. And then also Justice came out there with, that's Libra energy, the 8 of Pentacles. This looks like putting in a lot of work towards making something right, making something fair. Some of you may be caught up in a legal situation that you're having to invest a lot of time, energy, resources into. It does not necessarily have to be a court, like where the court is involved, but that's definitely an aspect of the Justice card. Other than that, it's trying to make things right, trying to balance the scales, trying to make things fair and balanced. You could be dealing with another fire individual, and this is who you're involved with in this situation, or this just could be you, because that is kind of your that fire energy. This is all fire, all wands, right across the board. So, we're going to see, the 2 of Wands says you're not doing anything as of yet, as far as you're standing at a crossroads. This is a decision or a path or an action that needs, or you're thinking about taking, but you have not acted on it yet. It may be because you're caught up in something else, or this is what you haven't taken action towards yet. There could be a lot of conflict surrounding this. Tell me about that 2 of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? This could be regarding work. Some of you could be putting in a lot of extra hours at work in order to bring something back into balance, finances. Some of you could be in a court situation or a lawsuit with work. Some of you could be trying to start a business, legalize, get all the legal matters situated to create a business. Tell me about that 2 of Wands. Why is that here? What does it represent? Tell me about that 2 of Wands for Sagittarius' current energy situation, please. I do 3 shuffles. That is 1, 2, and 3. Some of you, yes, this could be someone else though, for some of you. That was 2 of Wands, clarifying. The 2 of Wands. Okay. So either this is like very strong confirmation that you're sitting at a crossroads, or this is a very powerful pull in one direction or another, meaning intense internal conflict about where you should go, what path you should take, what action you should follow through with. The 2 and the 2 of Wands together could represent the 4 of Wands, so this could again be a business situation, a home situation, but I don't necessarily think that's what that represents. I think it's a strong pull. Especially when it comes to balancing something, making something right. Tell me about that 5 of Wands, please. Tell me about the 5 of Wands. Why is it here? What does it represent? Okay. 3 of Swords. So there's a lot of pain, sorrow, loss, disappointment over this 5 of Wands with the Strength card. We're trying to overcome something. either an internal or external struggle here. We're trying to overcome the pain, the loss, the sadness, or the disappointment surrounding whatever this is that's creating this chaos, drama, possibly arguments. It feels like very much like you're trying to move away from all of this and just you want to get to work on doing what you can in order to, again, right the scales, get them back into balance. It's almost like you're trying to not get involved or to disassociate yourself from whatever this is, whether it's with other people that are involved, co-workers, family members, friends, or it's just all internal. For some of you, I think that makes sense. Some of you may be trying to eliminate some of the wands. It's the Five of Wands goes down to the 2, goes down to, like, the King is holding the Ace of Wands. So you're trying to limit yourself, or not limit yourself, but limit the distraction or limit the chaos energy here. It's not really chaos, it's just uncomfortable, it's distracting. Some of you may be throwing yourself into work in order to get away from this energy. It could just be like when you have those quiet moments is when your mind starts to drift and then you get a little bit overwhelmed with all of the thoughts and all of the different, it could be people, but there's definitely something you want to do, to move towards, but you are kind of stuck in this Two of Wands position. It's like you may be working really hard, but you're not getting anywhere physically. At least that might be your perception of it, that you're not making any headway. But moving on towards your person's current energy situation, the person that's most on your mind. Alright, so they have the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. So this is Pisces energy with the Fool. No, I'm sorry. No, it's not. I don't know why I said that. Pisces, Aries, mainly Aquarius energy. Tell me one more. The Ten of Pentacles and the Fool for Sagittarius' person's current energy situation. What's going on for their person? Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, please. One more with the Ten of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay. This person feels a strong calling as well, but it's more to do with like it's like they're dissatisfied with what they have. They have the Ten of Pentacles here, and the Fool wants a new beginning. So from anybody else's perspective, from outside perspective, it may seem like this person has everything that they could possibly want. They might have a good job, a good career, a family, a house, or rather a home. They have financial stability. But with the Fool and the Four of Cups, I definitely feel like this person wants to, they're dissatisfied in some way. They're emotionally, they're bored. They're a little bit disappointed. With the Fool energy there, it's like they want a new beginning, or they want something to stir things up a little bit, because the Ten of Pentacles can be a little bit monotonous. You know, it's not always the most exciting energy. It can become, you know, repetitive. It's how you create that stability, is by doing the same thing. In order to create stability, you have to follow a certain set of rules or values, or stick to something. You have to be consistent. This person is actually craving inconsistency here. They want to branch out of the known, the safe. They want to get out of their comfort zone, I feel. But I'm going to clarify. Tell me about the Fool. They're a little bit dissatisfied with what they have, and they want to take a chance, to take a risk. Tell me about the Fool. Clarify the Fool for this person's current energy situation, please. Okay. Yeah, okay. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very strong Taurus here. Yeah, this person seems to have something that they have established. They could, you know, own a business. They could be a parent or a husband or a wife or a provider or a protector. They could have, you know, made a name for themselves, but they're not happy. They're not content. And the more they sit in this, the more they yearn to break free of it. For some of you, I am getting a strong sense of somebody that is thinking, I have all of this, but I have no one to share it with. What is the point of having, you know, status, power, respect, a home, with no one to share it with no one to create a life with? Alright, so let's look at that 10 of Pentacles. Why is that here? What does it represent? This person could be a boss, CEO, a superior. They could have a good their own business. They could have power, money, influence. Tell me. They could be respected in some way. Like, tell me about that 10 of Pentacles. Why is that here? What does it represent for this person's current energy situation, please? Tell me about that 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, some of you, you're dealing with a person, or you're not dealing with it, you're thinking about a person who is currently, like, they feel like they're up against a wall. And it's not because they feel intense pressure to create something. They've already created it. Their soul is seeking new adventures, new paths, new opportunities. They fought very hard to get to where they are, and now that they're there, they're not fully, you know, they're not emotionally content. They're not satisfied. Tell me about that 4 of Cups. Why is it here? What does it represent for Sagittarius' person's current energy situation? Tell me about that 4 of Cups, please. Tell me about that 4 of Cups. I'm going to do 3 shuffles. That's 1. There we go. 2. And 3. Alright, so the one that came out was the Empress. Taurus, Libra. And, oh, the Devil. Okay, so a couple of different ways to read this. They're either they're unhappy in a relationship, in a marriage, a commitment. It doesn't necessarily have to be a commitment in marriage or a relationship. It could be a commitment to work, a commitment to family. Whatever this is, though, it has a, they feel bound to it. They feel like they can't escape it. They're duty bound, or they're obligated, or maybe it's they're starting to realize that a certain ambition that they had doesn't bring them, it doesn't fulfill them in the way that they thought, and that it was an empty vessel. So for some of you, this person is realizing that they have all this and they're alone and they have no one to share it with, or some of you may be dealing with a person that is in a relationship where they feel trapped. They're no longer content there, they're no longer happy. Some of them may be even in a relationship where it is controlling, there's not a lot of freedom, and this is what they desperately crave, a way out, a new start. They either want someone to share this, what they've built for themselves, they want someone to share it with, or they are sharing this with someone who they're no longer happy with. Or they're at least, you know, they're contemplating their happiness. It's gotten to the point where they can no longer ignore it. Or they're realizing that this was an empty investment. Not really, but it doesn't fulfill them in the way that they thought that it would. They want to break free from whatever it is, though. Whether it's a relationship or a lifestyle that they had chosen for themselves. So, moving on. Your energy towards them. Now, the way I'm reading that right now, before I clarify, is that you have secret feelings for this person. You like have a secret crush, or it's private thoughts about this person, emotions. If you are dealing with this person, it may be a relationship that you have to keep quiet about. You have to meet secretly. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here with the Page of Cups. Tell me one more with the Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords for Sagittarius' energy towards this person. What is Sagittarius' energy towards this person, please? Okay. Seven of Cups. Alright, so either you're confused about how you feel for them, or they're confused about, you're confused about how they feel for you. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's neither. Maybe you do have a secret crush, but it's complicated with that Seven of Cups. We're going to look at that Seven of Swords, though. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please. Why is it here? What does it represent for Scorpio? Why did I say Scorpio? For Sagittarius' energy towards the person most on their mind. Maybe you have an unclear perception of them. You fantasize about them secretly. I do see that too. Tell me about that Seven of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent, please? For Sagittarius is 3. This is 1. 2. And 3. Alright, 2 came out. Oh boy. 10 of Pentacles and Justice again. Okay. Secret crush, secret private feelings, or you're confused about your feelings, or you're confused about their feelings for you. Maybe you see them in a way that is a little unrealistic with the Seven of Cups, or maybe you're just, there's not enough clarity there. With the Ten of Pentacles and Justice showing up, some of you, it very well may be that you guys are like secret rendezvous type connection, where you meet in secret because possibly someone is already in a commitment, or maybe you have to keep it secret because you work together, or you have to keep it secret because it's complicated. Like there's a family situation possibly that's complicated, or there's it'd almost be kind of like an attorney dating their client kind of thing. That kind of need for secrecy. So for some, one of you, one of those stories may apply. For others of you, something else might apply. But the main thing I'm getting, the stronger story here, is I'm getting secret thoughts, secret feelings, and also being confused, either about your own feelings or about theirs. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Libra showing up again. Or maybe you know the situation that they're going through right now, and you understand that you have to keep your mouth shut because they're dealing with that. If they are in a commitment already. But tell me about that Page of Cups. Why is it here? What is it? Okay. First one to come, Four of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So you don't want to keep these secret anymore. And the Death, Scorpio energy there with Death in the reverse. Or maybe you know you have to. You can't tell this person how you feel. You can't tell them how you feel. Either you literally can't, or you feel compelled to keep it private, secret. Tell me about that Seven of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? You do have feelings for this person, but they're all over the place. Tell me about that Seven of Cups. We're going to do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Justice on the bottom, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so somebody might already be in a commitment. Somebody might have children. Work may be an issue. Some of you, like, you can't make a move towards, you can't express your feelings towards this person because you work together. Maybe they're your boss, maybe you're theirs. Or someone could be in a commitment already, whether that's you or this other person, or maybe you both are. There's already some kind of there's something that's established here, which makes this complicated. Whether that's a relationship, a job, a family situation, you know, it would be, the feeling that I'm getting from this is that it would be improper for me to approach this person. It's not my place, or it's not the right time, or it wouldn't be right. It's inappropriate. You could be, you know, uncertain on the longevity of the connection, based on this back here. Well, all of it really. But you do have feelings for them. You're not expressing them. You're keeping it to yourself. But you do think about them. You do have feelings, and you might even fantasize about this person. All right, moving on. You are confused again. You're either confused about your feelings, or they confuse you. Maybe they send you mixed messages, but regardless, their energy towards you. Six of Wands and the Emperor. Six of Wands and the Emperor for this person's energy. This person's energy. Kind of keep it energy because it can talk about thoughts, feelings, and just the vibe there. Six of Wands and the Emperor, please. That's Aries energy. Maybe one. Not taking that. Two. Justice again. Page of Cups. That's in the reverse. That was two. One more. I think that was two. Alright, the one that... Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this person is even aware. Is even aware of you. Not that they don't know that you exist, but you're not even on their radar right now. They're trying to manage something here with the Emperor. They're trying to like keep their eyes on the road, keep their eyes on the ball, keep their hands on the wheel. Tell me about the Emperor. No, alright. And they also have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Wands. Okay, so maybe this person is in a connection that they're unhappy in, and they want to break free from. But you're not on their radar because they're so wrapped up in that. I'm going to try to get one pull. Tell me about the Emperor. Why is that here? What does it represent for this person's energy towards Sagittarius? I don't know why game set and match just popped in my head. Game set match. I guess it's because he's holding a chess piece, a pawn. Tell me about the Emperor. Alright, we're going to do 3 shuffles. That's 1. Two. And 3. Universe. Yeah, things are changing for them. That's what... It's not about not knowing you exist. Or that... they're oblivious to you as much as it is just they're so caught up in what's going on for them They're going through major changes, shifts, either in their external world or in their internal world, or possibly both. I don't think they have the capacity to fit you. So a lot is going on. They're either moving or they're thinking about, you know, going in a whole new direction, which makes sense for up here. They're also trying to figure out what to take with them and what to leave behind, or who to take with them and who to leave behind. And it's not like you're on that inventory list. It's just they're really, really swept up in whatever this is going on for them. Tell me about that. They just want to win. They want to achieve something here. Justice came out again, so there's something that they're trying to balance out. There's something that they're trying to make right as well. And they're very, very focused, very, very determined here. It's got all of their attention. Tell me about that Six of Wands, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? This is 2. This one's 3. 8 of Wands. Yeah, they're wanting to get 7 of Wands. There's something that they want to achieve, and again, they feel backed into a corner, or backed against their back is against the wall. They're trying to assert control over how all this plays out. They are a little bit in their ego and in their head. And I feel like even when they're sitting still and they're not doing anything, things are still changing. And that's why this has all their focus. Because if they look away for a moment, things could spiral out of control. So they're kind of like captaining this ship here, this boat, and they can't afford to let their mind drift. It's not that they don't have any energy towards you at all. It's just right now it's swept up in what they're trying to achieve. They're trying really hard not to lose any ground. They're very hyper-focused and determined not to lose that focus. I mean, for some of you, this person may be also trying to distance themselves from you because you're an equation right now they can't add to their list, if that makes sense. But for the most part, I feel this energy of like almost being oblivious to you. Just distraction. Alright, your challenges, blocks. What are Sagittarius' biggest challenges and obstacles at this time? With the Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Knight and 9 of Cups, please, for Sagittarius' biggest challenges, obstacles. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again with the 9 of Cups. Tell me one more. This is 1. It's 2. And 3. Alright, 3 of Pentacles. 1 second. Alright. Alright, I'm going to clarify. Tell me about that Nine of Cups. Why is that here for a challenge or obstacle for Sagittarius? Why is that Nine of Cups here for a challenge or obstacle? Why is that here? What does it represent? It almost feels like a want versus need. Alright, Leo energy there with the sun. Almost like you're giving up on something here in order to remain practical. Staying in what works, what makes sense, versus what you truly desire. This is a very strong wish fulfillment, happiness, joy, success, freedom, liberation with these two cards together. But this is a challenge. You may feel that what you truly want isn't practical, it doesn't make sense, isn't what is necessary. Tell me about that Nine of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent for the biggest challenge or obstacle here for Scorpio? Why is that Knight of Cups here? I will flip my lid if that's the Seven of Cups. Oh my God, the Sun and the Hierophant again. Okay, we could be talking about ego here. And the Hierophant. Sticking to what we know, sticking to what we understand is right and true, doesn't leave a lot of room for dreams, ambitions. Like, I'm not saying that people who aren't focused can't have ambitions. Those kind of go hand in hand. But this kind of, the Nine of Cups is emotional contentment, feeling pleasure. It's like you have committed yourself to something that kind of robs you of the ability to truly be happy, in favor of something that is just it's very it's thinking inside the box. The Sun, you know, it breaks us out, it frees us, but this is challenge. This is a challenge. Maybe some of you have too much freedom, too much time on your hands. But for the most part, I feel like you're giving your cup into something that you know you've always placed your value here. You place, these are the rules, the unbreakable rules. And so this is what creates this strict program that we have to follow. And you're like limiting yourself to the absolute necessary, the necessities. And it doesn't leave enough room. It's very sterilized. It's like food made in a cafeteria. There's no joy in it. Work with no joy. relationships with no joy. It's by a need-to-know basis kind of thing. That's not the right terminology, but that's what popped into my head, so I said it. Three of Pentacles, why is it here? What does it represent? The Sun showing up twice. We have Leo, we have Taurus. For some of you, it could have been something came up around the eclipse. I only say that because the dragon's in front of the Sun. Eclipse season. Just had a major eclipse. Anyway, moving on. Three of Pentacles, tell me about that. Why is that here? What does it represent for the biggest challenge or obstacle here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some of you may have like friend-zoned this person. I can't express myself, my feelings, because, you know, I'm in a relationship, they're in a relationship, they're my boss, I'm their boss, I have to keep it strictly professional, these are the rules of engagement. Others of you, this is just in relationships in general, in life in general, you narrow it down to the absolute must, you can't, you know, can't fit anything else here, and it's a very active decision on your part. It's a strict intolerance for anything that would take you out of the realm of logic. Others of you, it's the extreme opposite, and you enjoy your freedom so much that you don't want to be bound. I could see both of those. A Sagittarius that has reined themselves into the point of bare necessities. Thank you, Blue. Or a Sagittarius that is acting on every impulse and doesn't want to be tied down to anything that would jam up their need to explore, their need to have freedom. I almost said need 'em. Alright, moving on. I do feel like an almost kind of sacrificial energy here, though. That's why I went with that, because it feels like you gave up on love in favor of what works. What you know to be true that would get you from point A to point B with no, you know, this is having a location set and there's no time to sightsee. We're not taking the scenic route here. We're sticking to the path. But again, for some of you that they're Sagittarius, this is a complete opposite for you, and you're cool with having friends and, you know, but you don't want to be held accountable for anyone else. Alright, moving on. Their biggest challenge or obstacle. Their biggest challenge. What is Sagittarius' person's biggest challenge or obstacle with the Five of Cups and the Two of Pentacles? One more with the Five of Cups and Two of Pentacles, please. This person's biggest challenge or obstacle at this time. Alright, 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does really feel very strongly that this person is caught between duty and obligation and the yearning to break free. It's like they're in a no-win situation because they've committed themselves to something that they are obligated to remain faithful to, whether that's a relationship or whatever. And giving up on it would hurt. somebody, or it would hurt them, but staying would also hurt, because they'd be giving up on the other, themselves. It's like there's no easy choice here. They're stuck between two shitty choices. At least that's... They're divided. Two of Pentacles, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? Two of Pentacles, please, for this person's biggest challenge or obstacle. There's a lack of balance here. They're torn. Tell me about that Two of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Wands. Hoping something ends. Hoping something goes in their favor. Hoping that the ending doesn't hurt. Not an ending with you, I don't feel. This feels like with whatever they've built, established, created. Tell me about that Five of Cups. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is that Five of Cups here? What does it represent for this person's biggest challenge or obstacle? I don't like 3. Oh, that's 4. Even better. Yeah, it feels like somebody's in a commitment here. A relationship, a marriage, long-term. Whatever it is, it's... they've had it for a long time. They've stuck by it for a long time. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is the spilled cups in this card. So this is what was lost. Some of them, they could have been dealing with a third-party situation. They could have another person, maybe it's you, that they want to move towards, but that would mean creating an ending that would be painful. But regardless of this, if this is a person or not, this is what either they've already lost, or it'd be condemning something and boarding it up and putting a for sale sign in the yard. It would mean an ending on one hand, and on the other hand it's another ending. So again, feeling stuck between two shitty, painful, difficult, disappointing decisions or choices or options. Tell me about that Ten of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? 1, 2, 3, 6 of Pentacles. Some of them may be worried about like child support, alimony, the dissolvement of a business or an investment. Should they choose to make an ending here? Would they get their fair share of, if they sold, if they dismantled something? How much time is it going to take? How much money is it going to take? How much value will I lose? Yeah. This is a very, 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 very difficult place to be for this person. And they're trying to keep a handle on it with the Emperor. But I feel like in their mind there's no easy choice. There's no choice that would end well or end easy. Alright, so I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm taking all of these, putting them back, and move on. Oh, I'll straighten it up in a minute. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to look at the current situation, energy between the two of you. So we have the King of Cups, strong Scorpio, but Cancer, Pisces, and the Ace of Pentacles. Tell me one more with the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, please, for the current mutual energy situation between Sagittarius and the person most on their mind. One. Two. Almost. And three. Page of Cups. It's still in it's still all in the thought process of it. It's still in the planning stages. It's there's potential, but it hasn't. It's just a seed, and it hasn't been planted. It's almost like a dream we haven't really sat down yet to fully realize, to fully acknowledge. It seems really far away to one individual, almost like I'll burn that bridge when I get to it, and I feel like that's on their end. On your end, you're holding back. You do have strong feelings towards this person, but again, you have that, like, you're compelled to keep quiet about it, or you're confused by it, what have you. Whichever of those made sense for you. You are looking at it though, like there is potential here. This could be something, it could be something real, it could be something long term. But I feel like on their end, it's still in dream stage. Alright, let's look at that Page of Pentacles. Or it's in the very, very early stages of, you know, having met. Maybe you guys have gone out, but I don't think anybody's like truly expressed anything here yet. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles. Why is it here? What does it represent for the current energy situation between Sagittarius and this person? It's still just a thought, still just a seed. One. Two. Three. Two of Cups, good God. Okay, so maybe you two like are in the initial stages of a connection. It's all very new, or it's very new, very, very new. This doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like this. So I'm wondering if you guys didn't like form a connection that's kind of just like sitting there. And we know we have strong feelings towards it, but one person is more like distracted, and the other person is more so focused on the idea of this Ace of Pentacles, but you're still holding back. That King of Cups can be someone that struggles with or at least keeps themselves from blurting out their feelings. Tell me about that King of Cups. Why is it here? What does it represent for the current energy situation? Is that the Chariot? No. Ooh, Five of Cups. Okay, sadness, regret, remorse, shame, guilt. On the part of the King of Cups, whoever has a strong sense of, any of the kings are the most mature of the court cards. So this is somebody that has, they're emotionally intelligent, they're mature, they're experienced, the King of Cups can be very expressive, very loving, very romantic, but you have to really, you have to make them feel safe. They have to trust you before you get to that part of them. I'm feeling like, because the Two of Cups is here, the Three of Cups is what's spilled. This is this Two of Cups that's sitting there that's going ignored because this King of Cups is mourning something. I don't know if that's on your end, on their end, on both of your ends. You're both kind of mourning the fact that you can't grow this connection for the reasons that I've already stated. Tell me about that page. Why is it here? What does it represent for the current energy situation between these two? Okay, first one to come out was the King of Swords, yeah. We're keeping it... Why did it seem like it got louder? Oh, King and Queen of Swords, good grief. Okay, you guys might not be talking here. You're, you may have had an argument, but this might be like a cooling off period. Despite the fact that we do have strong feelings here, it's like we've mutually decided that we need to shelf this for now. But there is a lot of potential here, and you both are very aware of it. You both have strong you both have strong feelings. You both feel the connection. It's with the King and the Queen of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aquarius here, Libra here, and then, the water signs. But it's either like a mutual understanding that now is not a good time for distractions. It's like you're quelling something, you're managing it, keeping it small. Keeping the feeling small. Again, this could be because somebody's already in a connection, they haven't ended it yet. It could be because you work together. It could be because it would be, inappropriate for the setting. But you both feel the connection. And I think it's a mutual agreement or a mutual understanding as to why this isn't happening. And it does hurt there with the Five of Cups. It does hurt that we can't act on this because it is a very strong sense of connection. So while those look really great on the surface, just these cards here, that it looks like, I would say this is a connection that is blooming. But the energy I get from it is like we know it's there, but we can't really nurture it the way we want to. Alright, so moving on to the advice, your advice. Alright, with the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords. Page and Three of Swords. What are your messages of truth, clarity, wisdom, guidance, advice for Sagittarius, for their best interest, greatest good, highest potential regarding this situation? What is that? Capricorn energy. We have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Either pain is kind of taking control here. The Three of Swords means pain, sorrow, loss, grieving, mourning something, disappointment, heartbreak. And it has the upper hand. It has control of you, or we're obsessing about this Three of Swords. We need to look deeper with that Page of Swords. We need to investigate. Tell me about that Three of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is it here? What does it represent for Sagittarius' advice? We need to understand the pain. We need to understand the obsession, the unhealthy attachment to the Three of Swords. Okay, so this could be sorrow, loss, disappointment in a family situation, possibly in business or finance, but there could be a family situation where you're crushed or sad, or the breakup of a family, the breakup of a marriage, the breakup of stability. This could be, again, financial stability, but we need to understand it. It could be maybe a poor family dynamic that we need to understand. We need to ask questions about, whether that's your own or theirs. Tell me about that Page of Swords. What do you want them to do with that Page of Swords? Clarify the Page of Swords. This is about asking questions, looking deeper. The Page of Swords is a detective, so seeking out clarity. Alright, we already had one come out. It is the King of Swords. So make a logical decision based on the facts and on the things that you know and the things that you find out. If it's about them, okay, ask the right questions. Okay, understand what you're getting yourself into. Or if it's about you, you need to understand some kind of heartbreak over a family situation and the ties that it still holds on you. If it's them, the ties that it holds on them. Okay, because the Devil can talk about family addiction, family trauma, generational trauma. It can talk about, when I say vices and addictions, that can be anything. Power, manipulation, control, toxic behaviors. The Devil is a card of contracts. We had the Wheel of Fortune come out, but I'm going to put that back. Tell me about the Devil. Why is it here? What does it represent? For Sagittarius' advice. Maybe this is a pattern that you repeat and you need to understand. You need to ask questions on why. Maybe you get involved with people that you can't ever get past the beginning stages of, or you can't grow that seed, and it's something that you need to understand, acknowledge, be aware of. Tell me about the Devil. Okay, thank you. The Tower. Maybe you have a pattern of getting yourself into situations that you know are not going to work. Scorpio, Aries there. Involving yourself in situations that are breaking down, and the only outcome is the breakdown of potential partners, potential long-term investments, potential futures. Maybe you always get involved with people that are falling apart because it excludes you from having, it excuses you or justifies. You did have that energy there of not being able to be happy and limit yourself, or either that of, not wanting to be tied down So either way here, your advice would work. It could have been from early patterns that were formed or formulated. You saw the breakup of a family, so you don't trust the family dynamic, you don't trust the institution of marriage or long-term commitments, and so you always involve yourself with people that can't offer you that because they themselves are going through their own tower moment. You may need to understand too, not to gloss this over because it is here, this situation might not be something that's healthy for you to get involved in. It's just why you need to ask questions. You need more clarity. You need more understanding, awareness, knowledge about. But this does, it also feels very much more strongly towards self. Investigating your heartbreak when it comes to attachments that you have, attachments that you will have, attachments that you had. But we're going to move on. Probable outcome. Probable outcome here with the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. One more, please, for the probable outcome between Sagittarius and the person most on their mind. I say probable because it cannot be definitive. You have free will, those around you have free will, and this is a collective reading. So this outcome will not apply to every person out there, and it won't apply to anyone strictly because, again, free will. One more with the Nine of Pentacles and Knight of Swords, please. 1, 2, and 3. 4 cups. By the time someone gets around to it, it'll be too late. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? What does he represent for the probable outcome? That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy there. Tell me about that Knight of Swords. This looks like a missed opportunity because someone isn't. Gemini, Lovers. Someone is coming forward really quickly. It feels like once they have things settled, once they're free to do so, once they're confident enough to do so. But with this Four of Cups here, it almost feels like a missed opportunity because someone, their interest level just plummets. I don't know if that's because it takes so much time or because things change. Their mind changes, their feelings change. Or they just get tired, they lose faith, they lose hope, they lose faith and hope in whoever this is that's quickly approaching in this card. I feel like it won't happen until they feel settled enough, they feel good enough, they feel confident enough, they feel... I'm going to clarify, but that's what it feels like. This is such a strong potential for a real connection. Like the type of union that should overcome this. But Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, please. Why is that here? What does it represent? And again, that Knight of Swords could be running from a connection, not towards one. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Or, excuse me, King of Swords. about that Nine of Pentacles, please. 3 shuffles. That's 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to put, this one came out. Okay, and then the one on top. Good God, yeah, somebody loses. It feels like self-sabotage. Somebody talks themselves out of it. Either enough time passes where they just talk themselves out of ever coming forward. I don't know if it's you. I kind of feel like it is, because you're the one that's keeping your feelings, for the most part, hush-hush. And then given that time, maybe it's the time period that it takes for this person to, you know, resolve things, but it's like it gives you enough time to start overthinking, overcomplicating. Self-sabotage is what I'm getting from this, or growing in a different direction. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Why is it here? What does it represent? The Moon. Good God. Yeah, somebody never even knows how the other person feels. Sagittarius. Man. You ghost this person. Yeah, it's like you wait too long, and then the longer the time stretches out, the harder it is to approach them. Or it could be the other way around, but I'm reading this for you, Sagittarius. You're the one with the hoodie over here. You're the one in the hoodie here, the white hoodie. It's like you give yourself enough time to make a getaway. You give yourself enough time to overthink things, to allow the stress, the anxiety, the worry, the fear to build. With that King of Swords in the reverse, I feel like it's a lie. It's a lie you tell yourself. And I don't feel like this person on the receiving, or in this case the non-receiving end, I don't think they ever, I think they don't ever get to know how you feel or felt. That's sad, because you do have feelings, and so does this person. It's like they're never in the know, though. They're not privy to, and you run. You don't ever stop running. Alright, well, that was fun. I'm going to do the overall energy now. Overall theme, takeaway. We have Cancer and Leo. Tell me one more. 2 8s. Wait. Nope, sorry. 7 8. I don't know why I said 8. 2 8s. Chariot is 7. 7 8. One more with the Chariot and the Strength card, please, for the overall energy, theme, and or takeaway for this reading, spread, connection between Sagittarius and the person most on their mind. One more with the Chariot and the Strength card, please. 1, 2, 3. Feels like something being dumbed down, oversimplified. Tell me about strength. There's that King of Swords again. Strong Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me about Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot, please. You could have real success with this person if you gave it a shot. But I don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna simplify it down to a page. Keep it at a page level. So it seems like the stronger message here for your challenges and obstacles is that your happiness comes first. Your sense of freedom comes first. And it's something with that King of Swords here with the Strength you will not budge on. You value or you estimate it as a point of strength that you can leave people behind. That yeah, man, it's like you convince yourself that there's no damage control. You think you're sparing people, but you're hurting them, and more than that, you're hurting yourself when you repeat this cycle, because you keep dodging the lessons, even if it's a shitty connection, even if it's one that would not go anywhere. I'm gonna be honest, this looks like a Sagittarius that if they've ever had a long-term commitment, it was just the once. And they never allowed themselves to get that close to anyone again, and they say it's one of my strengths to be able to do this. It's a strength that I have. But true strength is when you completely give up control. When you're not invulnerable. It's not strength. Courage is allowance. Courage is vulnerability. Courage is not running away, not blocking, not ghosting. I say that and the Hermit came out. Yeah, this is a Sagittarius. I mean, it could be the other way around. I really don't feel like that's the case. It could be, though. This person might be so caught up in whatever they're doing, and you know, they never really reach a decision, and then you lose interest in that time period. So you think that it's a safer bet just to walk away. So to be fair, for some of you Sagittarius, it might be that. But the fact that you never share your feelings with this person is like you never gave yourself the shot, you never gave them the shot, even if it was doomed to fail. Tell me about that page. Why the page? What does that represent? Tell me about the page, please. Sorry, I'm going to redo that. 1, almost, 2, 3, 9 of Cups. Yeah, and again, it's like we keep it small. There's really no changing the King of Swords' minds. Once he's made up his mind, that's it. That's all she wrote. And unfortunately, even if somebody did have the courage to step up and express their feelings, they don't really truly invest themselves, because they keep it at a page level so that they can feel comfortable. This is staying in our comfort zone. Convincing ourselves we're happy, or it would make us happy. That it very much feels like this King of Swords blocks anything that, could potentially get out of their control. Whoever that is, whether that's you or them or the both of you. It's like strong-arming this into submission to keep it small. It could go somewhere really great, I think. But this is a pattern of somebody's, to keep it moving, keep it rolling. Never sit still long enough. And once it looks like it's going to spiral or get out of control, we curb it back down to that page. Alright, anything else? Anything else here? Yep. This has the potential for longevity, for something serious. But I really think that the King of Swords wants to control the narrative and doesn't want anything that can't be controlled. That was your challenge position anyway. And not to put it all on you, again, it could be this person. They're too in and out, back and forth in their own world, that you make the ultimate decision to keep it small yourself and never really go there with them. Alright, Sagittarius, that's your reading. Let me know in the comments section how it resonated. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe. If you enjoyed this and want to see future content, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will talk to you next time.